Think about the last time you gave someone a genuine compliment. I guarantee for most of you out there, you haven't in the last day. Some of you haven't in the last week. And maybe it's not your fault. Maybe this generation is growing up in an environment where kindness is lacking in our day-to-day lives. A drought, per se. I have a theory as to why this is and what we can do in order to change it, so we all can exhibit the golden rule that's been told to us since we were kids of treating others the way we want to be treated. First off, I want to reiterate that I am not an expert when it comes to mental health, and you should seek professional help if there is anything serious going on with your life. But I wanted to use a more psychological perspective on the language we use as people who are Gen Z and how it relates to a concept called cognitive distortions. Now, cognitive distortions are defined as irrational, exaggerated, or false thinking patterns like all or nothing thinking, catastrophizing, or overgeneralization that trick your brain into perceiving reality in a heavily biased and usually negative way. Now, my belief is that modern society and the internet basically normalize thinking through cognitive distortions, which have led us to have a misconception of what reality truly is. Now, this may sound outrageous, but hear me out. Let's use some of the language we use in this generation and see how it relates to different aspects of cognitive distortions. Let's start with a common term of NPC. When you call someone an NPC, you are basically dehumanizing and minimizing the value of someone else to the level of someone you would beat up in a GTA lobby. By normalizing dehumanizing people, we basically excuse ourselves to not give empathy to these people. Let's go on to another one. Let's say you're meeting someone new and someone mentions the ick that they gave. This falls under the category of negative mental filtering. We are normalizing and training our brain to focus on one minor detail about someone while ignoring the good qualities in others that give them their inherent values. Another term is being a crash out. We know a person that will justify their own emotional outbursts because they deem themselves to be a crash out. I see people say this and almost act like it justifies immature actions without them taking accountability. And some descriptor words that have been defaulted to in this era of society are washed, glazing, cooked, which all fall under the category of all or nothing thinking when it comes to cognitive distortions. I can't even tell you how often people will hear an album or a new movie from someone and will just minimize it as mid or trash without even giving it creatively the time of day. And whenever there is a positive view that someone holds, it will get labeled as glazing before even considering what someone likes about it. That's just to name a few. Not everyone means bad when they use these terms, but we still have to stay mindful of what these minimizing, distorted terms could make someone else feel. The question is now, how do we reverse these effects in order to build a kinder future for our interactions? The first step, which I already talked about, is minimizing your social media time. The more these lines blur between social media and reality, the more unintelligent, mindless personas translate into reality. If we are online, we have to be mindful of what we say online in order to train our brains to be the best version of ourselves when we experience an in-person interaction. Now that you've basically evicted this little keyboard goblin mind from reality, we have to train your empathetic human brain on how to actually interact with people. And the best way to do that is by going outside and interacting with people. Talk to someone new, make a friend, and be the best version of yourself when doing it. If you can do that consistently, you're already 70% of the way there. This is where most people end up being content with, but I'm here to tell you that there is more that you can do, which is the first step to true kindness between us as a society, and that is vulnerability. The concept isn't exactly practiced when we've minimized our language through social media and become soulless in our keyboard goblin ways. When we take a moment to be real with someone else, we immediately lift off this sort of invisible barrier that everyone puts up over themselves. It takes such a small amount of emotional risk just to say, "Hey, love the new jacket, man," or something like, "You know, you make this so much less boring. I'm glad you came." I even noticed that giving someone a smile when looking into someone's eyes is rare nowadays. Like, how much are you even risking your own well-being? Our instant gratification trained brains have trained us to want to give up nothing, or not even risk even a small chance of discomfort, even if it means making someone's day. I mean, for me, if I hear a genuine compliment from someone, that could stay with me for weeks, even months. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. This culture, bred on emotional detachment, is slowly making us feel more alone and more disconnected as a society. So, I encourage everyone to take these steps to start spreading what I'm calling herd kindness onto others. Because being kind to others is the single best encouragement for someone else to start being kind themselves. Firstly, stay mindful of the cognitive distortions we express on social media and in our daily lives. Secondly, just go outside and talk to people to get a better grasp on how people genuinely communicate with each other. And lastly, within the next 24 hours, take a small slice of vulnerability to compliment someone with no intentions other than to make someone else feel good. Because when you could choose to be anything in this world, be kind. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and love y'all. Peace.